to turn to the person who is left in Bario, left behind, the little sister.
The little one.
Maybe about 8 years down just as a child. So they are teens, and a child who is left in Bario receiving the prayer of those who were interceding while they were in the city. How did that look like? Walking through the prayers of the stirrings of God in Bario as they were praying.
Thank you. As she has said, the little girl. I was 9 years old. You can do the calculations, right? 9 years old when the move of God actually came upon the secondary school students. So my experience was hearing the sound of the crying from the top of the hill. If you've been to Bario, you know how when they are crying on top of the hill, and my village is just down below. And the school, the primary school, is also below that hill. So you can hear the groanings, the crying, the praying, after school, for the secondary school students, after the revival was over, so we can hear that in the primary school. And the day that I first felt it and caught it, so to speak, when the Lord has touched all of us, I remember the older children. The school today, if you go there, the building is different. So, but we were facing the older children's classes, and the older children were crying and crying. And as a little girl, you don't know
what happened. You don't know. I wondered whether they are quarreling or what. And then we were very curious because we had 3 blocks. Primary school has got 3 blocks. 3, right? 2 blocks. Now I cannot remember. 2. At least our block was facing the older students one. So as little kids, we were so curious and go and peep into the classrooms, 2 classrooms, the standard 5 and 6, who were crying. So it's like you see them, you feel the wave of what is going on. It hits us, so everybody just crying, and I must say we didn't know why we're crying at that time. But I could hear these older children saying, "God, forgive me. I've got lots of sins, forgive me." And they start to hug each other, and I can still remember, and it's still in my head, how they were just sprawling on the floor with such remorse. I don't know what's a better word for that. Crying and calling to God and ask God to forgive them. "Please forgive me, God. I have sinned against you, Then you're like, what sin, what sin, And then they go to each other, "Forgive me, I've done this, I stole your pencil before, God, please forgive me, and things like that. So that is the first day I heard about this. And then subsequently, throughout the days, throughout the weeks, every morning when we come to school, the first thing our headmaster take us to the dining hall. Is a boarding school. Boarding school. The dining hall, all of us will assemble there and praying first. Even that also will be late into class for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I think that these kind of experiences have stayed with me for very, very long. I actually left Bario in 1978. 79. 1980, I moved to study in Miri. So throughout the time, 72 or 73, right until 79, that I have witnessed how the move of God, wave after wave after wave. Having said that, have seen it going down as well, right? So waves don't stay on the shore, right? It ebbs at some points, and I've seen that as well. But God is so good. He came again and again and again, right? I just want to share that.
All right, awesome. Let's give a clap to Jesus today.